Hello there, Pisces. How's it going, you guys? It's time for your reading. Sorry I missed you guys yesterday, and believe me, I tried. I did. I tried several times. The first time I took you guys out into the woods, I was going to do a reading out in the woods, and then my camera failed. And so then hours later, I got back, and then I tried to do another one, and then something else went wrong. And, by then it was really late. And so, anyway, sorry about that, but stuff happens sometimes. Anyhow, let's get into the reading. I think I got everything all fixed. I don't think I'm going to have any problems today. I hope not. I have a bunch of... I need to work on this computer of mine because it's got... I need an extra hard drive. I've got plenty of hard drives, but I have to reformat one, and I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff on there I don't want to lose. And what's going on with Pisces? Lagoose. So Pisces, Lagoose is water. It's flowing water. It's like a river. But when it's in reverse, it's kind of like it could be like warning you to let go of what doesn't serve you, but also it could be muddy. It could be muddy. Sometimes rivers run muddy, and you can't really see through them. It's so muddy. You can't. There's no clarity. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking here. And so with it in reverse, it's telling you to make sure and stay sharp. Stay sharp and trust your instincts. Trust your intuition. What's going on with Pisces? We got Ewas, huh? Ewas in, excuse me, Pisces. Ewas in reverse is talking about, it could be something that you don't trust. This could be something that you don't trust. I'm not really too sure what that is. And if it's not anything that you don't trust, then it could be some sort of, this is shaped like a saddle. So it could be some sort of a transportation issue. It could be a delay in travel for some of us. But for the most part, I think this is something to do with trust. Well, we'll have to dig more into this and see what's going on. What's going on with Pisces? Oh, you have Menez, huh? Menez. Menez here talks about mutual support. Support society. The meaning of Menez is mankind. Yeah. So, this is talking about being very self-aware. You need to trust yourself. You need to really trust your intuition, Pisces. Let's get another rune out and see what else. Wow. Menez in reverse. Look at that, Pisces. Menez. That's quite an unusual combo. So what this is saying, Pisces, is to make sure that this is some sort of internal conflict right here. See, this is something you don't trust or something. This is something going on in your mind. I really fully believe that because of this. Um, it's telling you to do some self-reflection, Pisces. You may need to do some self-reflection. It's also a warning of withdrawing too much from others. You see this right here, like Menez here in the upright? It talks about, society, mutual support, stuff like that. But, none of that exists. None of that exists when you're in isolation. And this is kind of like the Hermit card. It's kind of like isolation. Yeah. So just make sure that you don't let, don't let, don't let this cloudy water here. This is muddy water. Don't let that cloud your judgment. Okay? Yeah. The good thing here that I like about this is, you're moving in integrity. And I like that. This is moving in integrity as well. It's just telling you that, you might need to self-reflect, Yeah. This is also a rune talking about community. So, be community minded. What else? Strength. Well, Pisces, strength. This is Uruz. The name of the rune is Uruz. And it is strength. And man, are we strong. And, this strength is like, it's a strength from within us. And we've been kind of like hanging on to something here that needs to be let go of. It's definitely given us strength, but it's time to go with the flow. It's time to let go and go with the flow. Let go and go with the flow. I like the way that rhymes. And Menez here is telling you the same thing. This is talking about community and everything else, but you can't do that when you're in isolation, right? So, yeah. What else? The blank rune. Well, the blank rune doesn't help much, does it, Pisces? It's blank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is something here there's something here that that we share with this. This is a shared rune. There's something here unknown. All right, there's definitely something here unknown to us. But this is dipping into somebody else's energy, and so I feel that this person doesn't know something about you as well. They might be trying to figure you out or something, and they can't. They might feel that you're unpredictable. Lagos is a river, and rivers are kind of unpredictable. One minute they're kind of like going really nice and slow, and they're clear, and the next minute they're just racing, rushing, and muddy water. Yeah. Now, this person could be also learning something, too, that they can't force something. They might be learning a lesson that they can't force something. What else is going on with Pisces? Digaz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pisces energy. Could be dealing with somebody with Pisces in their chart. Pisces. Yeah. So this person, could be kind of curious about you. See, look at the blank rune. It's right there. It's next to Digaz. Yeah, this person could be curious about you. This person could be curious about how much that you have changed and how you've done it, how you were strong enough to come out of something really, really dark and come out shining really bright like this. This person here could be going through a transformation as well. What else is going on with Pisces? Canaz. Ooh, Canaz. And it's in the upright, which is awesome. Everybody loves Canaz in the upright for sure. Yeah, this person, really kind of actually, may really respect you in some way. They want some sort of success. This is victory and success. It's our victory and success. This person here, feels that you have the ability to make things, a little clear, bring more clarity to them. And I can see the clarity right here with Digaz. This is daylight. What else? Wong Yu. Oh, wow, awesome. That's kind of a little bit awesome there. So, Pisces, this is happiness and success. This is, this is moving forward in we're going to be very happy. Something's coming our way. Right now, we're kind of like a little bit in muddy waters over here. But you know what? We're really strong. This is right in the middle of the reading. This is, strength. We're really, really strong. So, we just make sure that we're listening to our instincts and our intuition that we do have built in with us. I feel that so long as we do some self-reflecting and do some self-reflecting, maybe get some rest. See with the blank rune, huh? Let's get some cards. What's going on with Pisces? What's going on with Pisces? I get the Page of Cups. Page of Cups. That's good news, Pisces. The Page of Cups is usually always very good news. Look, it's got the sun on here. It's got Soilo and Onzus. This is some sort of good news coming to you. It could involve money. It most certainly could involve money because I see Onzus. Onzus is usually talking about what you do for a living or something to do with money. What else? Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a student or a spy. It could be a student or a spy. We'll clarify it. But you could be learning some things, you know, you could be learning something. The thing that I feel that you could be learning something here, Pisces, look at this. I see Menez twice. Look at that. There it is. Oh. And that's you know, moving in integrity too. This is learning something, but moving in integrity, I feel. What else? Let's get another. The moon. The moon. So I suspected something like that with this blank rune right here. Something you don't know. You know, the moon is kind of like, you know, something hidden, some sort of hidden or hidden truths. Some hidden truths, you know, and it's really quite interesting because, you know, I see daylight right here next to the blank rune. Why is the Page of Cups here? And you got the Six of Pentacles. Well, that's very good news. I like that. Let's get another card for that. Why is it Ace of Pentacles there? The Knight of Swords. Wow. The Knight of Swords. So Pisces, the way I look at this is it looks like good news, you know. You know, the Page of Pentacles, I mean the Page of Cups is good news, you know. But this is some sort of a message that you're going to get. It could be from somebody younger than you. It doesn't have to be. It could be you know, anybody, you know. So it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody younger than you, but it could be. I see a lot of page energy here, so. I feel like somebody's going to come back around here, Pisces. Yeah, somebody's going to come back around here and give you some sort of a message, all right? Yeah, I think this person wants to give you some sort of an apology. Somebody wants to come in and make things right with you, either financially or emotionally. And I really feel that this is sincere too, Pisces. I don't see any deceit here. So I really like this. So somebody could be coming back around with an apology, and they want to make things right. Yeah. Well, that's kind of cool. What else? Why is the Page of Swords there? Why is the Page of Swords there? The Four of Wands. I mean, the Four of... did I say Wands? No. Four of Swords. Maybe you need to get some rest, Pisces. Yeah. Get some rest. I feel like some of you need to get some rest. Not all of us, but some of us need to get some rest. It's been a long holiday for some of us. Why is the Page of Swords there? Star. The Star. Wow. So this could be like, this could indicate something, you know, uncertain, some sort of an uncertain situation. See, I see the moon here. This could be some sort of uncertain situation that's going to become, it's going to become clear soon. It's going to make sense pretty soon with the star. This is Aquarius energy. Aquarius could be something to someone, but it's got Awas right there. This is a new beginning. All right, something new starting. But it could be, you know, maybe you need to just rest, Pisces, and reflect before this will happen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Make sure you're getting lots of rest, Pisces. Why is the moon there? Why is the moon there? We know the moon is talking about illusions, hidden truths, dreams, intuition. Things aren't really clear, like I'm talking about with that muddy water. And the energy right now, Pisces, is crazy. You can feel it. It's crazy energy. I mean, really crazy. What's going on? Why is the moon there? Oh, the Page of Wands. That's kind of awesome. This is like, excitement. This just reminds me of something fiery and exciting. And you see Wang Yu right there? Yeah. There's Wang Yu. This is your happiness and joy. You just might not see something. Something may not be clear yet. Yeah. Why else is the moon there? Wow. The Ace of Wands. This is an awesome, awesome, awesome reading, you guys. It is. It's this right here makes it. It's like, wow. It's like, it's talking about, you know, make sure that you trust your instincts, Pisces. Make sure you're listening to that intuition of yours, all right? Make sure you're doing that. And move forward with hope and excitement. This is like hope and excitement. Yeah. The moon may be clouding your judgment because, you know, like I'm talking about, Lagoose is in reverse. It's kind of muddy water. So as long as you're staying alert, using your intuition, you're going to move forward. Man, what a really good reading. Let's get some Moonology cards here. Or one or two or whatever. What's going on with Pisces? Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success, Pisces. And let's get another one. It's a time for healing. A time for healing. See, look at this. Get some rest. And the star talks about healing. For sure. All right. Oops. Pull some of these awarms out. These are the awarm runes, you guys. If you're new, welcome. These are from Ireland and Scotland, and they go back. Oh, they go back. You know, back to around. I'm dropping them. Roman Empire days, like before then even. So they're pretty old. And what it is, it's tree energy. They carved these runes on trees, on different individual trees. But I have the card version here, so. What's going on with Pisces? Ur. Huh. Interesting. You know, maybe you need to be grounded a little bit too, Pisces. When I see or, I always say that wrong. Or, when I see or, I think of the ground because she's in a graveyard. She's also thinking about, you know, loved ones, past memories. What's going on with Pisces? Edad or Iya, or I can't remember what that is. We'll find out. It's either these runes, you guys, they have 3 or 4 different names. So it gets kind of confusing, you know, when usually like these runes here, they only have one name. Well, actually these have a couple of different names too, but these have like 3 and 4 sometimes. What's going on with Pisces? Alim. Alim. All right. Well, it looks pretty good anyway. Could be going on a journey, Pisces. And just make sure that you're using your intuition, because if you are going on a journey, there could be some sort of a delay. Let's see what this is talking about. Let's go to ore first. All right. So this is the heather tree. Yeah. So ore is talking about relationships and connections. It's also talking about good luck, graveyards, magic, past memories of loved ones. See, she's thinking of some past memories of loved ones. Heather can represent sexual connections, but it's different than gorse, as it shows a deep relationship between partners. Or means a relationship based on mutual respect rather than desire alone. Or is usually related to magic intentions and spiritual growth, and it represents death, cycle of life, and our deep connection with the earth. All right? And always when I see ore, I think, get out there and put your feet in the ground, get grounded. It'll help you see things a little bit more clearly, because the water is really muddy right now for sure. Let's go to Edad. Edad, I think is how it's said. I don't know. Edad. We're going to find out. Where'd it go? Here it is. I'm getting close. All right. So, is that it? No. Here it is, right here. So yeah, this is Edad or Ea or Ed Earth. Okay, so that's got 3 different names, so that you can see why I get a little confused on these. But this is a really good rune. Okay, it's talking about bravery. Bravery and overcoming your fears and worries about the future. So this is going to be your victory and your happiness. Stay positive, Pisces. Stay positive. It says, Ea represents the visual quake of the aspen tree, and it symbolizes how accepting your fears and worries will make you stronger and help you overcome them. Remember that aspen tree is quite strong yet flexible, and remember this while trying to overcome difficulties. Ea also represents the enlightenment and connection with the universe through altered consciousness. So this is like a really deep, deep kind of a card. You could be getting, weird dreams. I've been getting really weird dreams. What's really weird? I had a dream that another Pisces, this is really weird because I see somebody here with Pisces. I had a dream of another Pisces that was very, very, how would I say, really, how would I say that? Somebody that was, somebody getting their justice for something that they did. Yeah. For me, it was just a weird dream. Yeah. They did something, and they did a lot of things, but they finally got caught about doing something, yeah. Really weird dream. I don't normally remember my dreams, but So this is Alim. This is talking about joy and excitement. And, look at this. This is Wanyu. This is our joy and excitement. It's also talking about creation or pregnancy, too. So, yeah. But this card here is talking about you might be on the threshold for something new and exciting, but be patient, Pisces. Fir tree is known for its height, and it gives you a beautiful perspective that can change your opinion really easily. A lean will make you rise above your current position and see things more clearly from above. And that's what's going on. You know, I feel that there is clarity coming with this daylight, you know, even though we got these muddy waters. It's gonna clear up, and we're strong enough. We're definitely been strong enough to come through this. And somebody over here may want to come back and try to make things right with you, Pisces, emotionally or financially. Yeah, this kind of looks to me like balance. It looks like it's balanced out. Maybe balance is coming. I feel that. Yeah, I kind of do. And also, you know, with Menez right here in reverse, it's talking about working on your shadow side. Yeah. So what's going on with Pisces? Vulnerability. Vulnerability. Face hidden anxieties and insecurities head on and don't let them control you. Yeah. That is exactly what we need to do. And we will too. Look at this. You got the strength right there. We got the strength to do it. It's smack dab right there in the middle of our reading. So what else? You know, that might be, you know, you feel vulnerable when you have to do that, but you just, you know, it's something that needs to be done. Intolerance. Differences are seen as threats rather than growth opportunities. Be inclusive. All right, yeah, because see, there's something here you don't trust. Yeah. What else? Lack of empathy, unable to truly understand others, leading to conflicts and lack of compassion. So yeah, I love these cards. They make you think, you know. I hope nobody thinks that I have lack of empathy. But you know, especially if you're living in the streets and you got people up there begging you left and right and putting signs in your face, you know. I can definitely see that, you know, it's kind of hard to, you can't give everybody it, you know, you can't help everybody, in other words. All right, so what else is going on with Pisces? Let it be, let it be. If you need to solve a problem, ask yourself, what is the simplest way to proceed? When you call forth the simplest path, it appears, and vice versa. So yeah, just keep it simple, Pisces. That's the way I like it. What else? What else is going on with Pisces? Exactly as you are. Exactly as you are. The one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right here, right now. Feel content right here, right now. Exactly as you are. You're fine. You are fine. Yeah, I kind of like that came out because, you know, this is kind of like hermit mode, you know, and you don't need, you know, all this social and good things that happen with Menez, you know, it can't happen when you're isolated. So, yeah. You're perfectly fine, okay, Pisces? You're exactly as you are. The last card we got here is rejuvenate yourself. Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitations can teach you to take better care of yourself, and you have full permission to rest and say no. And, you know, I'm looking over here. Yeah, get some rest, Pisces. Get some rest, reflect, and then you'll have the clarity to move forward with hope and excitement. All right? All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.